Today we are going to take a look on Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt Quiz Challenge. Key highlights of this video include there are 50 questions are there, 25 are relating to multiple choice questions and 25 match the pair. In other words, connect the dots. And we will be covering both Lean and Six Sigma. When you say Six Sigma, it is a DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, control. And 7QC and more of 7 wastages what we have in the lean concept, and then some of the process metrics and more we are going to cover in these 50 questions. What is the purpose of this video is that to strengthen your understanding of Lean Six Sigma fundamentals. Since it's yellow belt, it's a very fundamental questions. Let's get gripped and you'll have a ground understanding about Lean Six Sigma. This one is ideal for learner preparing for yellow belt certification. You will have an instant scoring and self-assessment. And I'll keep this link in the description so that you can have a practice. So I'll keep this in the YouTube. I'll keep the description. You can take a look and attempt as many time you want. For example, let's say if you got 80 score, still you can have a try and go for it. Let's go ahead and take this quiz together. Let's see how much we score. If you need help, you can write to us. So maybe whatever the questions you have, maybe we'll be able to answer it, or you can just comment it. We'll be able to answer. Let's go ahead and give that email ID and have a go ahead. So Lean focuses on eliminate muda, right? Lean has a concept which focuses on muda. Muda means waste. One of the remaining way to remember is that TIM, transportation, inventory, motion, waiting time, or production, or processing defect. And then the other one is that unutilized skills, right? So this is focused on elimination of this one. And then the next questions you have, IMR chart, individual moving range chart, comes in continuous data or measurable data. Since it's a moving range chart, it's a continuous data, not discrete data. And Minitab navigation to have a overlaid histogram, you can, this is a tricky question. If you want basically histogram, you can also get it from stat menu also as well. Stat, basic statistic, graphical summary. But if you want overlaid one, for example, let's say you have two chart, you wanted to overlay that one. This is one chart you have. And let's say you have another chart, you wanted to overlay and then see a comparison how it goes. Then you can choose from graph histogram, right? The answer is graph histogram. LSL and USL, lower specification limit and upper specification limit can be found in process capability. Unlike in the LCL and UCL comes under, you have something called control chart where it comes. So if it is 99%, is referred to 3.8 sigma. And if it is 99.9966, it referred to 6 sigma. Let's take a look. So in this calculator, if you need this calculator, let me know. If it is 99, it referred to 3.83 sigma. If it is 99.99966, it referred to 6 sigma. It's true. And there is a beautiful description about this. It's given in the 6 sigma for dummies, forward by Stephen R. Covey. The beautiful difference between 99, what good is good, right? How much good is good. So under page number 25, it has given that detail about it. So the answer is, if it is 99%, it referred to 3.8 sigma. If it is 99.9966, it referred to 6 sigma. And then you have next question, DFSS, design for 6 sigma, is equal to DMADV, define, measure, analyze, design, and verify. True. And this is typically used for new project, and the project hasn't born yet. You wanted to simulate using this design and verify technique. Okay. If it is 90 3.3, what will be the DPMO, right? So there are two ways we can find 93.3. 3.3 equal to sigma is 67,000, right? 67,000. This is one way. Let's say if you wanted to calculate by yourself, let's say 93.3 percentage is the yield, right? Then you have rejection rate will be 6.7. The same value, if you convert into 1 million opportunities, then you have that 67,000, right? One of the two ways we can find. From failure mode of FMEA, you can determine the effect and the cause. Yes, true. Failure mode effect analysis. Goal must be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound, and all. Should be smart. Very mnemonic may be useful for remembering the categories of waste. MODA, that is team mode, transportation, inventory, motion, waiting time, overproduction, overprocessing, defect. And what will be the standard deviation for this? So there is no standard deviation. Even if you substitute, you are going to get, for example, variance. If you look at variance formula, let me write here, variance equal to, as you know, the formula equal to initial one value, it's like first value all the way to n value, and then you have xi minus, let's say, x or bar or mu, whatever the target we have, whole square divided by n. If you want standard deviation, you don't want variance, standard deviation is square root of 1, right? So if you do that, so you will end up getting 0. 0 divided by anything, 5 numbers, so 0. So there is no standard deviation exists. So therefore, the answer is 0, not 5. 5 is the mode. Okay. So let's go to the next question. More than 6 sigma is better, great to have, good to have, right? And if it is less than 6 sigma, that means error is more. More than 6 sigma is great. And then defect is 40 and sample is 1000. OFE, opportunity for error is 8. What is ZST? Short term performance. Short term performance is same as sigma value. So let's find out. So you can go to that calculator. And here you have 40,000 and 5. So 80,000. Sorry, 8,000 is the DPMO. And let's see what the question. ZST we need to find. So let's find out the ZST. 3.91. 3.91. So if it is 8, right? So okay, ZST is 4.08. 4.08. The subtle difference between Minitab and Excel, particularly to invoke the formula, Minitab doesn't use the word equal to. Directly you can apply that. And store result, storing is important, and formula gets applied to overall column. And green tick signifies that formula has been applied. CTQ can come from critical to quality, can come from VOC, voice of customer, voice of business, cost of poor quality, or it can be, so CTQ can, for example, this is a can be function of, it can come from the customer, it can come from the business, leadership can share that, it can come from the cost of poor quality, rejection, scrap, and all. Okay. And let's go to the next question. Minitab navigation for control chart. Control chart is a very core statistical tool. So you will find under stat control chart. Which one is the most important for successful Six Sigma project? Support from top management is a very critical. Dash has a methodology. DMAIC, DMV. Six Sigma has a methodology. Like whether it's yellow belt, green belt, black belt, master black belt, or any project you do, it has the methodology called DMAIC or DMV. LCL and UCL, lower control limit and upper control limit, can be found in control chart, as I mentioned before. And the same thing, SL and USL can be found in process capability. Six Sigma provides 99.9966, right? So how much percentage you will get it? 99.99966. You will get 6 1, right? You can also calculate other way around also. 3.4 mean, so 6 sigma, right? So that way also you can find out. For example, just adding it here, and 99.99966 equal to, and if you go to that one, 34341, and if you want that sigma value, you can just click here. So you will find that also as well, right? So 6. So this is the one. And Minitab shortcut is F3 to clear the window, Control it to go back to the previous command, Control S to save the file. All three commands are correct. Bill Smith is the father of Six Sigma. Easy question. And defective 20, sample is 8,000. So you have a defective is 20 and sample is 8,000. We have been asked to find DPMO. DPMO is 2,500. Six Sigma approach is a conventional approach, trial and error. No. So Six Sigma believes on number. Statistical approach, it requires to have a statistical technique. Two ant is there. One ant carries two boxes. Let's say this is one ant carries two boxes. Another ant you have carries 10 boxes. So this is the problem of Mura problem, right? Mura is something related to waste and Mura is unbalancing. RPN stand for is priority number. That's the easy question. Rejection, number of bugs, everything comes under attribute data. Is also called discrete data counted classified. Project chart is a critical document, must be in document management. Yes. Cycle time, waiting time comes under continuous data. Ideally, which shape of the process in indoors? Like in the past also I talked about it, like cat or elephant, giraffe process, because giraffe has a lesser standard deviation from the width standpoint compared to elephant, and cat is just a random example. Okay, let's go to connect the dot. This is also interesting. When you say 3.4 defect per million opportunity, we are talking about 6 sigma. Existing project, you can use DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, control. If it is new project, you can use DMAIC. Standard deviation must be low, right? And 6 sigma must be high. And control chart, if you say control chart that provides the control chart provides the stability. Process capability is the prime example of CP/CPK. The last example is hypothesis gives the p-value. Hypothesis gives p-value. And data classification, like continuous data, discrete data, you will find it here. Let's see whether we have only one. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. Okay, let's go to dots calculation part. 1.67 sigma equal to 5 sigma. And rejection 1%, like that is 99. 99 equal to, look at 99, we have already done that. 3.8 sigma. 3.8 sigma. And defect is 40 and sample is 1000. OF is this. Let's do that. Defect is 40, 10, 1000 and just 1000, and 5 is 5. And we've been asked to find out DPMO. DPMO is 8,000. 8,000. Let's connect that up. Yield is 99%, right? Yield is 99%. And what is the sigma value? Okay, is 99%. Sigma is 3.83. We have already used this here. Here it is asking about ppm. Okay, sorry, I didn't get that. So sorry, like one is, this is 1000 and yield is 3.8. So here we are talking about one. I think you can see here It is 1% rejection. You can simply, we have already done here. So 1, you can 1 the power of 6, you can just 10,000. Yeah. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6 is what is the sigma value? 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4.2. Okay. We have calculated everything. Let's go to lean console. Muda is all about unevenness. We saw ant example. Kaizen, change for better. Mura, Muda is all about teamwork, right? So, teamwork, transportation, inventory, motion, waiting time, overproduction, overprocessing defect. Kaizen is change for better. Mura as unevenness. Gemba, go and see the workplace. And 5S is all about shop floor and housekeeping, everything. And KPI is a metric. VSM is a prime example of value added, non-value added, everything. And let's see how much score we get it. And go ahead and submit. So what crosswalk? So let's finish this one. Okay. So we will be getting that answer. So I'm sure that we have got 100 out of 100. I hope you find it very, very useful. Please do like, share, subscribe channel. You have a wonderful day.